of iron.
Gonna do what?
A yoke of iron.
A yoke of iron. Upon what?
Upon thy neck.
Upon your neck. You see these chains right here? It says he's gonna put a yoke of iron upon your neck until what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until we have become destroyed.
Sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
Sold. Read.
Until your enemies.
Until your enemies. For what?
For bondmen.
For bondmen. Slave men. Read.
And bond women.
And slave women. Who does that sound like today? Bad people. How about the so-called blacks and Hispanics?
Wag like Solomon with 12, you can see the picture. Victor, it's all right when you read the scriptures. Eat them, we cause the L and death.
Enemies. Yes. God's chosen people got enemies.
Right.
Read.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Who?
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
The Lord is going to send these enemies against us. What's your name? Eves. Eves. God said he's going to send enemies against us in what?
In hunger.
In hunger. When you hungry, where do you go?
Oh, and people you don't like, you know?
You go to people that you don't like or people that don't like you.
That's right.
Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst. Aquafina, Dasani, Gatorade. When you thirsty, you got to go to them for water. You got to pay your water bill. Right? Read.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, the clothes that you got on your back came from your oppressors. Read.
And in the want of all things.
In the want of all things. Read.
And
he, the same nation of people, these enemies are going to do what?
shall put a yoke of iron.
Are going to do what?
A yoke of iron.
Where's it at? A yoke of iron. Upon what?
Upon thy neck.
Upon your neck. You see these chains right here? It says he's going to put a yoke of iron upon your neck until what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until we have become destroyed. Today, our people in Yonkers, New York, when you say that we are destroyed.
What up, my nigga?
We got the white man back. We got the commander-in-chief. We got the white man back. We got the white man back. Can't nobody run America like a white man.
I told them fools at work. Ain't
Because of what?
All the sins,
All the sins. Go back to 15. I want to make sure you understand why slavery happened.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
His commandments, read.
And statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
These curses will come upon thee and overtake you. So let me ask you a question. Why did slavery happen? Give me 68. Give me 68 real quick. We're gonna seal the deal and I'm gonna ask you that question one more time.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
God said he's gonna bring us back into Egypt again with ships. Do you know what Egypt is? So you're familiar with Moses, right? How he let the people out of Egypt, right?
Yes.
But it says you're gonna go into Egypt again with what?
With ships.
How did Moses and the children of Israel get out of Egypt? Did they walk?
No, because God separated.
Yeah, but he separated the sea and they walked out, right? So you don't need a boat to get back on Egypt. So why is the Bible saying that the Lord will gonna send you back to Egypt on ships? What does that mean?
Deuteronomy 5 verse 6.
Give it to him.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
What does Egypt mean, according to what we just read?
Oh, that was the house of bondage.
The house of bondage.
Yeah,
right, now watch this. Watch this. Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall...
Watch this. Read.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
So he said the Lord will bring you into Egypt. What was Egypt?
In Africa.
No. What we just read. The house of...
Bondage.
The house of bondage. So God's going to bring you back into the house of bondage. Slavery. Read.
Again with ships.
With ships. How did we get here to America?
Ships.
We got here through ships.
Yes,
This is the Egypt that God was talking about.
That's right.
Read that again.
Then the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. That's how we got here. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We weren't going to see our homeland no more. We weren't going to see our kids no more. Our kids were going to get taken away from us.
That's right.
Read.
And there You shall
And
be,
there, once you get to Egypt, America, what's gonna happen?
ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
Sold. Read.
Unto your enemies.
Unto your enemies. For what?
For bondmen.
For bondmen, slave men. Read.
And bond women.
And slave women.
That's right.
Read.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. No meaning no man is going to redeem us because we got sold. We couldn't get bought out. You know who tried to redeem us?
God.
Many people. Malcolm X.
Oh yeah,
Martin
that's what
Luther
the
King.
prophets, yes.
Marcus Garvey. All these black men have tried to and fought and died for us to try to get free from our conditions.
right.
And they failed. Why? Because we didn't follow the Bible.
That's right.
So let me ask you a question. Why did slavery happen?
For our sin.
For our sin!
That's right.
That's exactly why it happened. Guess what? But what is sin? What is sin? Can you tell me what it is in a
Would you follow the God 10 commandments?
when you follow the commandments? Well, watch this, we're gonna read it out the Bible. Give me sin real quick. Watch this.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4.
Yes, sir.
Whosoever committed sin, transgresseth also the law.
Sin is the transgression of the law. Read.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is when you break God's commandments, His laws, like you just said, right? For example, what's today?
It's Saturday.
Today is Saturday. According to the Bible, what today is? Do you know?
Not to work the Sabbath day.
Today is a Sabbath day, right?
Sabbath
Well, I see.
day.
Did you do some buying and selling today?
No, we can't because the way we live in that was allowed us, you know, to do certain things.
Come on, man. You don't have to.
We have to work.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You have to do this.
We have to work. Yeah, we have to work. God gave us 6 days to work.
I know,
But the
I know.
7th day is what? The day of rest.
What? The Sabbath.
Today is the Sabbath. You're supposed to be resting. You're supposed to be at home. You're supposed not at home. You're supposed to be congregating.
Some
Exodus chapter 16 verse 23.
You know?
And he said unto them, this is which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So it says tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Read.
Unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today.
Bake what you gonna bake. Cook what you gonna cook. Read.
And see that you will see.
And see that what you gonna see. Read. Meaning
And-
boil. Read.
And that which remaineth up over lay up for you to be kept unto the morning.
So we supposed to keep so we supposed to do all our buying, our selling, all our cooking, all that stuff the day before, right? So going forward, we gotta start keeping the Sabbath, sir. Watch this. Give me another commandment. Give me Numbers 15:38. Give me how you doing, sis?
Yeah, she want to know what's your true nationality.
What our nationality is?
Yeah.
Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. Let me show you the sign real quick. So this side of the sign is what the Lord called us, right? So what do you see yourself at on this sign? West Indies. So according to the sign, you're from the tribe of Benjamin. Right, sis? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 again.
Deuteronomy.
This for you too, sis. What's your name?
Imani.
Imani. Okay, and your name? Ashley and Eve.
James, yeah.
Eve, right? Watch this.
right here.
Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. We got to know who this is talking to because she said, what is her nationality? We got to put a name to our nationality, right? Because we go by many names. We go by black, we go by Afro-American, we go by Moor, we go by Egyptian. Where you going, sis? Come on back. We got many names that we go by, right? But we gotta put a staple to our name. Watch this, sis. What was your name again? Ashley, watch this, sis, because you asked a very important question. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy 1 and 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So these are the words that Moses spake to all Israel, right? What do you see yourself at on this sign? Huh? Dominicans? Okay. Simeon. According to the Bible, you're from the tribe of Simeon. You God's chosen people. Now read Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1 one more time.
Deuteronomy 1 verse 1.
Watch this, bro.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
God spoke to all the Israelites.
That's right.
Chapter 28, verse 15. Let's go.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 15.
Yep.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Let me ask you a question. So it says, if you do not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, you know what it means to hearken? Hearken means to listen. So if you not listen to the voice of the Lord and do all his commandments, he said all these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are going to come upon thee and overtake thee. Remember we read in 1 and 1 who he was talking to. He's talking to the Israelites, right? So read the next verse.
Verse 16.
That's my question. Curse, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Curse. A curse. He said, I put curses on you. It's a bad thing, right? Read the next verse.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
Cursed shall thou be in the city. Who do you say is most cursed in Yonkers, New York? Cursed in the city of Yonkers. What people?
The bad people.
Huh?
People that do bad things.
People that do bad things, okay? But I'm just saying in general. Like, because remember we're talking about nation, right? We just read about the Israelites, right? In chapter 1, verse 1. And it says, cursed shall thou be in the city. So in the city of New York, who is the most cursed? When I say cursed, they live in bad housing. They eat horrible foods, right? They live in poverty. They have bad school, they have bad education system. Who does that sound like today?
Bad people.
Bad people. How about the so-called blacks and Hispanics?
That's right.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.